up, people? Welcome yet again to RoR Reviews, where I, your old buddy Raiden, bring you an array of videos from the anime world and geek culture. Today I'll be sharing you my thoughts about the anime Tsuki, Kirei, which in English roughly translates to The Moon is Beautiful. This anime is a 12-episode coming-of-age middle school romance tale. The creators of this show is Feel Studios, who have released popular titles as well as small hidden gems such as Listen to Me Girls, Galco-chan, and Snafu Season 2. Tsuki, Kirei is somehow rated T14 here in America, though honestly I don't know why. If you're interested in watching this anime, you can find it both on Crunchyroll and Funimation Now, depending on your anime viewing preferences. Our story takes place at the beginning of the school year and focuses on two third-year middle schoolers named Kotaro Azumi and Akane Mizuno. Akane is a somewhat popular yet reserved student with excellent grades and is a promising member of the track team. Kotaro is a very discreet individual with lackluster grades and spends most of his time reading and writing novels. The two of them have never met before until they were both assigned to the same classroom, and yet these two constantly bump into each other in and outside of the school. Shortly, the two of them exchange contact information to help set up the school's sports festival. From there, these two start casually talking to each other via text messages, as kids do now these days. And after some friendly chats, Kotaro manages to conjure up the courage and ask Akane to go out with him. After some time, Akane agrees to go out with Kotaro, and that's when the story gets real good. Thus leaving us with our grand ultimate question: will these two unlikely lovebirds survive their last year of middle school, or are they doomed from the very start? Ooh! The great thing about this anime is that all of what I just said happens in the first 4 episodes, which leaves viewers with 2/3 of the show to take the proper time to develop its main leads as well as the romantic relationship. I can't tell you how many romance stories I've seen through the years where the show's climax is that the boy and the girl admit that they like each other, and then the credits start rolling. I was so happy that the show avoided this landmine and gave me a real romance story. Without giving too much away, the plot does come across an anime romance staple or two, some of which I'm not a big fan of. But somehow, Tsuki Kirei overcame these obstacles by having our protagonists clear up any potential misunderstandings by immediately talking to one another, like any normal person would do, which leads me to another pet peeve I have of romance fiction. I dislike it when a writer creates a dumb misunderstanding just to add unnecessary drama into the plot. Let me tell you, Young Love has plenty of drama by itself. Thank you very much. Yet again, this show managed to dodge this fatal narrative bullet too. So far so good. Now let's take a closer look at its characters. Kotaro strives to be a novelist, which is definitely something young me can relate to. He spends more time writing than focusing on his own studies, which is something his mom is always on about him about. Wait, what? He has a mom? And she isn't dead or living in America? Oh, silly me. It must be one of those single parent stories. Wait, who the hell's that guy? That's his dad? He has a dad too? An anime where both parents actually play a small role in their child's life? It can't be true. It's not possible. Okay, settle down, Raiden. It must be some kind of fluke or something. Oh, I get it now. That must mean Akane's the sad, lonely orphan of this tale.
Oh my god.
She lives with her parents too, and even has a sibling that doesn't even want to fuck her?
Hi, this is Ray's brother. Apparently, he passed out for a microphone for some reason, but I don't think he'll mind if I finish the last part for him here. Let's see. According to his notes, he basically loved everything regarding the show's story and characters. His only complaints are with the male supporting cast. In his words, they are unoriginal and lack any depth whatsoever. Well, that's no surprise. Those characters are usually not important in this genre except for the guy from Rumbly Hearts. The only guy who managed to really insert himself into the story, if you know what I mean. Alright, I better wake up now, because I sure don't want to add this mess together. Oh, before I go, I always want to say this. I'll see you guys again when the sun rises out. Man, that sounds corny.
Wow, those anime falls hurt more than you think they would. Where was I? Ah yes, the art and animation. Tsuki Kirei's art is something that 100% stood out to me this season. Its opening shot establishes a busy Japanese street full of people. The background is surrounded by vibrant colors and tons of details. The workmanship of these backgrounds is outstanding and immediately catches the human eye. All of this hard work helps portray a beautiful Japanese narrative that can only be told from the land of the rising sun. I would say these beautiful pieces of art are only outdone by Makoto Shinkai's films, in my opinion. The character designs are also distinct with a more old-school charm to them, with its giant foreheads, simplistic hairstyles, and non-hyper-detailed feminine eyes for its female cast. These artistic decisions also attracted me to the series. Regarding the animation, it too even had some outstanding moments. The obvious highlights, that being when Kotaro is dancing to traditional Japanese Shinto theatrical music known as kogura. The animation is so smooth and buttery, I couldn't help but get lost in these moments and be amazed by this foreign dance style. My only negative feedback I could come up with have to do with the show's poor implementation of CG animation. It is obvious what character models are done by traditional methods and which ones are put through the 10 frames per second CG machine. On the plus side, this series doesn't overuse this budget technique to overall hurt the quality of its art and animation. Hopefully the studio will clean up some of these imperfections for its Blu-ray release. The Japanese voice talent is almost too perfect to believe. Konami Kohara and Shoya Chiba are both fairly new Japanese actors, and their lead performances in the show is nothing but short of spectacular. It is difficult to play a believable, young, awkward teenager, yet these two nail it. I laughed at their uncomfortableness with one another, and I even choked up during the more intimate scenes. The Japanese supporting cast also played an important role to my delight, especially Akane's girlfriends, who came off as fun and caring friends. I took a peek at the English dub for the series, and it didn't have the same charm as the original. Funimation's dub wasn't terrible, it just couldn't recreate the same atmosphere as the Japanese. And the typical adaptation changes seemed to hurt this series more than helped it. I think this anime is so engulfed in Japanese culture that it's just weird to hear these characters speak in anything but Japanese. The music of Tsuki ga Kirei also effectively contributed to the wonderful elements of the series. The original score uses of piano, string, and woodwind instruments create a hopeful and peaceful setting. This overwhelming theme of blissful happiness might be a little overused throughout the anime, however I couldn't find myself disliking a single track. The show also frequently incorporates vocal songs towards the climax of certain episodes, thus playing up these high emotional moments even better, and highlighted the astonishing artwork at the same time. The opening is serviceable enough, though I'm not sure why it took several episodes before we got to the true opening. That first opening was really lazy. Thank God they changed that out. The ending song is okay, though I really didn't like the ugly artwork it was accompanied by. I think it was just CG models with an unpleasant filter that looked like a kindergarten druid, and not in that cute adorable way. To recap, I was overjoyed with the plot and characters of this romantic drama. It avoided many of the romance cliches out there and gave me a rich story about these believable characters discovering love for the first time and trying to figure out exactly what they want out of their lives. The art and animation depict an elegant tale that is steeped in foreign culture, yet was relatable at the same time. The Japanese voice talent is so top-notch that it's okay if you never watch the show in English. The music is graceful and soothing to the ear, even if it's a tad single-minded. So with that all in mind, and based off my own enjoyment and preferences, I give Tsuki ga Kirei a 5 out of 5 and a recommendation to buy it. It's just one of those anime series you just get out of your chair and start clapping like a lunatic for. And people thought I would never give a 5 out of 5 on this show. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do you think about Tsuki ga Kirei? Leave me your thoughts and questions in the comments section. If there's an anime you'd like me to review, then feel free to put your request down below and I'll try to make it happen. If you like what I do here, please share this video amongst your friends and hit that like and subscribe button. That stuff really does help me out and I truly appreciate all the help that I can get. Look me up on social media if you're into that kind of thing. And last, but most importantly, thank you so much for watching. I was Raiden and I'll see you guys again on the next episode of RoR Reviews.